Everyone has to submit. I have to submit to Jesus. You would have to submit to Jesus. We both have to submit to God.
Right. We do have to submit to Jesus, but I have a feeling that the submission Bryce is referring to is not the submission that the Bible teaches.
So the definition of submission would be voluntarily placing yourself underneath the leadership of someone or something, right?
This is mankind's definition of submission.
So as a believer, I am voluntarily trusting God that His way is better. The offer that Jesus is laying on the table is a free will offer. He says, hey, you have the option to either live a life that honors me, trust that my way is better, live a life that is in the original design, how I designed mankind.
And here it is. Bryce reveals that his form of submission is to live a life that honors Jesus. This is false. This is not a biblical submission because the context of their conversation is salvation. Salvation is not dependent on how I live my life or anything that I can do, such as following the commandments, turning from sin, or continuing in the words of Christ. These are works. They are aspects of discipleship, not salvation. If doing these were necessary, then salvation wouldn't be a free gift, as the Bible says. Salvation is dependent on what Jesus did for me and the work that He completed on the cross. If I had to change anything about my life to either receive or maintain salvation, then the cross of Jesus wouldn't even count for me, and I never even believed in the first place, as the Bible says. This is submission according to the Bible. It's not changing your lifestyle, and it's not following the commandments. Romans 10 verses 3 and 4 say, "For they being ignorant of God's righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness via works, turning over a new leaf, following the commandments, have not submitted themselves into the righteousness of God. For Christ is the end of the law for righteousness to everyone that believeth." So, submission is submitting to the righteousness of God by believing in Jesus. And by believing, we obtain His righteousness freely. It's not of works, it's not trusting in ourselves, it's trusting that Jesus is enough. And that is how we submit to God. God bless.